Exams. A 5-letter word which most of us wished didn't exist. But sadly, the truth is that exams are a vital part of our lives. To progress further, we all need to face them and ace them. Exams cause distress to many, but exams are important. They teach us discipline, make us prepared for facing potential situations, and also test our proficiency, which on the longer run makes us a better person. Looking back at my childhood and adulthood, I was fond of a lot of things. Playing with my friends, sharing lunch, sports, traveling, and of course, biology. But what I was not particularly fond of was exams. Now at this stage, I see a lot of people struggle with exams. They struggle not because they haven't studied enough or due to a lack of knowledge, but they struggle due to certain factors which I plan to talk about in this video. Hi, my name is Dr. Umar Malik and this is Med Simplified. Let's talk about a few scientific ways that will improve your exam preparation and help you ace any exam you may face. Number 1. Planning. Most of the students, including me, make this one simple yet a very important thing. We often don't plan for how to prepare for an exam. We just tell ourselves that we will study as much as possible and then hope for the best. This isn't a wise approach. Preparing for an exam is like taking on an important project. Take for example, building a bridge. Would you start building a bridge without first coming up with a plan? Would you just begin construction and hope for the best? No, you wouldn't. In a similar way, it's important to outline in writing a strategy for how you'll get ready for an exam. According to many scientific studies, brain adjusts to patterns and predetermined tasks faster and also more efficiently rather than going about haphazardly. So keeping that in mind, here are some questions you should consider as a part of your plan. When will you start studying? How many hours each day will you dedicate to studying? Which topics do you need further clarification on? Which homework assignments will you review? How many practice exams will you do? How many times will you review your notes and your textbook readings? What distractions are you likely to face and how will you overcome them? As the saying goes, failing to plan is planning to fail. So make sure you have a plan for every exam you take. Draw up a list, follow it religiously and watch your performance boost. Number 2. Get on a sleep schedule at least 1 week before the exam. Many exams are scheduled for early in the morning, a time when students don't usually feel very awake. So it's always a better habit to start sleeping earlier, at least 1 week before the exam, so that your body will have time to adjust to this new schedule. If not, your mind won't be in an optimal state to take the exam. When you are sitting there giving the exam, you need your mind to be on its peak performance. So always ensure you get 8 hours of sleep each night. Getting enough sleep is vital if you want to improve your memory and mental focus. Neuro studies have shown that when you sleep, the brain processes various informations from the previous day, filtering out important memories and consolidating the information. It's tempting to stay up late or even pull up a few all-nighters in the days and weeks leading up to the exam, but this is counterproductive. You'll do much better on an exam if you get adequate rest. To know how to sleep better and do's and don'ts of sleep hygiene, watch our video on this topic by clicking the banner above. Number 3. Don't do any last-minute studying right before the exam. It's common for students to spend the last 10 minutes before an exam doing some last-minute studying. This may provide some psychological comfort, but overall it does more harm than good. 10 minutes before an exam, you either know the required information or you don't. If you frantically review facts or equations during this time, you'll become more stressed and anxious. This will negatively affect your performance. Instead, make use of the time before the start of the exam to relax. Visualize yourself answering the question correctly and imagine yourself in a state of peace and confidence. As a college student, I always had a trick to calm myself down before an exam. Take a deep breath, inhale for 4 seconds, and then exhale for 4 seconds. Repeat this as many times as necessary to calm down. Trust me, it will help. A calm mind does wonders. Number 4. Turn your focus towards the process and away from the outcome. Take a look at professional athletes of NBA. 1 second on the clock, all the pressure and cameras and eyes on them. Imagine how intense it becomes at that moment when a player scores a game-winning shot. When journalists ask them what was going through your mind when you took that shot, you might expect them to say something like, "I thought about how the crowd would react if I missed the shot," or "I focused on how much time was left in the game." But I've always observed that they rarely say anything like that. Their most common reply is something like this: "I just took the shot the same way I've taken it thousands of times before in the practice." It's this focus on the process and trust on their hard work and practice rather than the focus on the outcome that allows professional athletes to achieve better outcomes. This means that if you focus primarily on the outcomes, for instance, repeatedly thinking to yourself, "I must ace this exam, I must ace this exam," you're probably going to stress yourself out and perform way worse. If you want to ace the exam, you should instead concentrate on staying calm, on thinking through each question carefully, and on analyzing what each question is really asking. Number 5. Let's talk about some useful exam taking techniques that you can implement for better grades. Students like to think that exams are an objective measure of learning, but they're really not. You might know the information, but if you're not equipped with the necessary exam taking skills, you won't get the grades you're hoping for. My seniors and elders taught this to me, and I hope this helps you. Here are some basic exam taking principles and techniques. Be familiar with the structure of the exam. It's important to know the answers to these questions. How many sections will the exam have? What are the differences between the sections? Will there be multiple choice questions, open-ended questions, or both? How many points will there be in the total? Use a stopwatch. During an exam, every second counts. Using a stopwatch will help you keep track of the time more accurately. Use a stopwatch during your exam preparations as well. It will help you micromanage your time and skills the inner clock. Look through the entire exam at the beginning. When the exam starts, don't jump straight in and start answering the questions. Instead, take a minute or two to skim all of the questions. Get a feel for how challenging the exam is overall and take a note of which questions will be especially time consuming. Set aside more time to tackle those questions. This will avoid any surprises you may feel as you go deeper into the exam. Know how much time you should spend on each question. Based on how long the exam is and how many points there are in total, you'll know roughly how much time to spend on each question. For example, if you have 50 minutes to complete a 50-point exam, you have 1 minute per point. So, for a 10-point question, you should spend approximately 10 minutes answering it. If after 10 minutes, you're still not done with the question, it's time to speed up. If you get stuck, move on. If you're unable to solve a problem, maintain your composure and go on to the next one. Time is always ticking. When you have completed the rest of the exam, come back to the unfinished problems. That way, even if one part doesn't work out for you, you can utilize time to the parts you know and can easily score from. With that, we come to the end of this short video. Friends, I want all of you to work hard and succeed in life. I hope this video helps you in that process. Make sure to hit the like button below and make sure to share this video with your friends. Subscribe to our channel if you're new. We at Maths Simplified are committed to bringing you new quality content every week. Support us by becoming a member of our channel on YouTube or patreon.com/mathsimplified. Also, you can connect to us through Instagram, where we post something new and fun every day. Links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe. See you in the next video.